Welcome back, everybody. Now, a few days ago, it was confirmed that Black Panther was going to be getting buffed. So today, I thought it would be fun to take our pre-buffed, unupgraded 2-star Sig 22, 2-star Black Panther into the final quest of Act 2. Now, most of this guy's damage comes from his bleed damage. And we are going to be going up against a Luke Cage. And yeah, then I'll show you how much worse he is without his bleed damage. Now with this specific synergy team, it's all about his bleeds. This synergy team, he's actually not an awful champion. He's still below average, but in my opinion, he's always been an enjoyable champion to play. It's always been very satisfying to put the bleeds on. So yeah, you see this Proxima Midnight, 1,000 ratings, going down pretty easily for such a big rating difference. But yeah, I get the intercept there, and like most trashy people, this guy has a very basic play style. And he doesn't have that much abilities. Every hit has a chance to apply a bleed, and with this team, even a higher chance. But the main challenge with going into the final quest of Act 2 is we can't take a lot of block damage if it's not from a parry. But yeah, as you can see, you can get up to 5, 6, 7 bleeds all at once. And yeah, the bleeds are his main damage output. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's better to go for the SP3 if you had a higher version. But I only have the 2-star. I used to have a 4-star, I think, but I accidentally sold them. But yeah. And here I'm just trying to bait out an SP1 or get her to throw her SP, or get her to hit into my parry. But yeah, that's the first fight with Black Panther. Now here I'm just looking for where the Luke Cage actually is. And there I see him. So I'm like, okay, I know what path to take. And the Moon Knight is a little bit of a challenge because when you want to bait Dex's special 1, you mainly want to be in the corner. And during this fight, I was struggling to get there a little bit. So I took some block damage from specials. But yeah, here, one sec. Sorry. But yeah, see there, I accidentally took some block damage. There I decked the second part of the special. Sorry. Alright, there we go. But yeah, I go for the SP2. And the SP2 does some decent damage. More than his SP1, definitely. So definitely go for the SP2. And they're each 3 hits, so the same amount of chance to inflict bleed. There I accidentally took 2 blocked hits, which is a little bit of a challenge. But yeah. And then I push into the SP2, which is what you ideally want when you're fighting Moon Knight. But yeah, I throw in SP2. And yeah, I have 5 bleeds on him. And what the whole synergy team does is they get increased ability accuracy, increased potency, and all that, and they're basically all for bleeds. This man, as a 2-star, and being an older champion, he doesn't have any unique synergies. But yeah, so and as a 1-star, he only has 1 synergy, and it's a critical rating synergy. I do not have that synergy active though. Alright. But yeah, I finish off that fight. And yeah, so now I'm gonna move on to the Hawkeye. Just because he's a lot easier. I mainly want to bait the SP1s in this fight. Sadly, it does not always go my way. I'm at about like 10% right now, 27%. After this fight, I'm pretty sure I fall to 10%. But yeah, here I dex the SP1, and yeah, Black Panther is a very basic playstyle. I'm not exactly sure what to expect from his buff, but it is like not just an update, or like a little thing, but like it is like a full-on new animations and everything. So he's no longer having the Wolverine animations, which I don't really want him to have new animations, truth be told. But yeah, Daredevil Netflix, I was not a fan of his buff. I don't like playing with him since he's buffed. He's better, but I don't like his playstyle now. I don't like how you have to use heavies and keep the combo meter down. It's annoying. But yeah, I go for the SPT right here. And yeah, I crit a couple times there. Alright. But yeah, overall I don't have that much to talk about with this guy. His I was just talking about the buffs. There's not much information about the buff right now. There's no buff breakdown or anything like that. I don't have like the content creator beta or anything, so like Kabam won't be sending me anything. So right now I'm kind of relying on Seaton to give me the information. But I don't steal his information or anything. I just want it for my own sake. But yeah, here, I, use a health potion. I only use one 375, and that's like half his health. So yeah, that was like really fun to see, like, such a small health potion go such a far way. But yeah. I just start hammering in. This fight, I don't think I have that much luck with the bleeds or anything. I accidentally get clipped by the SP1 right there. But yeah, Black Panther is somebody who's not amazing. I don't really want him to get buffed. It's not that I don't want him to get buffed. It's just that I want him to, like, I want Black Panther Civil War to get buffed, but he's not somebody who I want to get buffed. Like, he's not in my top 10. I made a video like a week or so ago. But yeah. So yeah, here I'm just trying to bait out an SP2. And yeah, I just keep trying to inflict bleeds. The bleeds aren't doing as much as they were in the last fights. I can't really remember the last fights, but I don't think they were. Or at least I felt that way during the fights. But yeah, I get away from the SP2, and the main thing with Iron Patriot is to just keep baiting SP2s. Iron Patriot's SP1 is something that you have to be prepared for, and it's a special, like, a lot of specials you are able to dex it, but there are some specials like Iron Man specials that you can dex like an entire second before he even throws it, and it's still counted. And then there's specials like kind of like Cyclops, so you have to dex at like the immediate last seconds. Alright, but now we are moving on to Luke Cage, and I believe the final fight that we do have the class advantage here. And Luke Cage is a pretty straightforward champion on how to fight him. No ranged attacks or anything, and since this is Act 2, he doesn't even have the indestructible stuff. Sadly, he is immune to bleed. So here's the fight where we're gonna see how good his bleed actually is. And after 15 hits, he's only at 95%. 20 hits, 93%. So as you can see, this is gonna be a pretty long fight. Yeah, and we're gonna need to crit a lot. But I get away from the SP1 right there, and I'm hoping to get a lot of precisions from dexing and stuff like that. But yeah, it is a very slow fight, and it can get pretty kind of boring after a while. So I remember I keep trying to bait specials throughout the fight. Not right here though. But Black Panther, he's an older champion in the MCOC world. He was relatively one of the first, he was pretty early. However, I want Civil War buffed a lot more than this guy. And Civil War is worse than this guy. This guy is like the best skill in the total crap class. So yeah, we're about 100 hits through, not even 50% down. So you can see this guy is not good without his bleeds. And we have 5,000 health to take down. And doing 17 mediums and 11 lights, it is becoming a really big challenge. Since we don't have the bleeds to just do all the damage when we can't. But yeah, I really wanted to do this fight because I wanted to show you guys how he is with a bleed immune. Yeah, and I think he would be crap tier, and maybe no, that's a little bit pushing it. But he would be crap tier if the bleed immunes and he wasn't so reliant on the bleed. And I'm thinking, like, it's kind of too late now. Actually, no, I got a tier list coming out tomorrow. Yeah, but I have my tier list coming out tomorrow, so make sure to tune in for that. See my opinions on champions and how good they are. Remember, it's just my opinion. You can have your own. I'm not judging anybody else's. If you have, if you know some way I don't to play a character, then somehow, like, either like post a video on your channel and I'll watch it or something. But yeah, get away from the SP2 right here. And we're almost 200 hits in, and he still got 25% left. But yeah, this guy would be going down a lot easier if it were for the bleeds. Let's say that. But yeah, 16% left. And at this point, I was like, oh my god, I'm at a 211 combo, and he's still not dead. Even Act 6 people don't carry me this far. I have a struggle. But this guy's not that hard. He's just really time-consuming. So I throw an SP2 here, and I was critting a decent amount in this fight. But it wasn't like absolutely crazy crits or anything, which was a little bit holding me back. But it was an average crit. But I go for the SP1 to try to finish it off. I didn't quite do it. There, I accidentally get clipped. I was like, oh crap. But then I was very thankful that I survived that. And that is how I take down a bleed immune champion. So, as you can see, this guy is not somebody who's good against bleed immunes. If he was less reliant on the bleeds, I would promote him to crap tier instead of total crap tier. But overall, tell me your thoughts on this guy. Tell me if you're excited for his buff. And make sure to subscribe and like if you did enjoy this video. Make sure to head over to the Instagram and follow it if you want to learn more about my MCOC account and my channel. And comment new videos you want to see. I'm always looking for new ones. And if you want to watch more of me, I post every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and live stream every day at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But yeah, and thanks for watching. See you guys later.